So now let's take an example of an actual independent auditor's report. So this is for Marks and Spencer Group PLC. So here the auditor report is titled to the members of Marks and Spencer's Group, and as you can see, the first paragraph itself is giving an opinion, and they are saying that they give a true and fair opinion as of the so and so day and so week, etc. And they have also mentioned on which standard, according to what standards the financial statement were prepared, according to UK adopted international accounting standards. And they have prepared it appropriately as per the accounting standards, and they have prepared it as per the Companies Act as well. So those are the things that they are talking about in the opinion paragraph. They have also mentioned what these paragraph consist of, like what these opinion consist of, like the consolidated income statement, comprehensive income, etc. And they're giving details about all those things. Post that, they're explaining why they come up with this opinion, because they conducted the opinion based on the international standards of auditing applied in UK, and they believe that all the standards are relevant and ethical standards have been followed, etc. And they believe that all the evidence were obtained and is sufficient to provide an opinion. So this is the basis for opinion paragraph, like why they give a true and fair opinion. Immediately after that, you can see their approach, like they are explaining the approach. It's not necessary, not everybody gives this, but this auditor have given this. So they are giving an audit approach, like what were the matters as a summary, like what are the summary of their audit approach, what are the matters that they are talking about, materiality, scoping, etc. And as you can see, they have mentioned about the going concern paragraph as well. So conclusions relating to going concern. So if you look at here, they have said that the concluded going concern basis of, they've concluded that the directors use a going concern. Our evaluation is to continue the going concern assumption. So they have obtained, so how they are coming up with going concern assumption is also they have mentioned it very clearly. Sometimes if it's a going concern assumption, sometimes auditors might not mention this, but just to avoid their risk, they might mention it as well, and depending upon the jurisdiction, it might be required to mention. In UK, it might be required to mention this going concern paragraph. So immediately after that, only after the going concern paragraph, only key audit matters comes. So opinion, basis of opinion, then going concern paragraph, then comes the key audit matter paragraph. So as you can see in key audit matters, for Marks and Spencer, the key audit matters are mentioned here very clearly. Okay, what is the key audit matter description, and how the scope of how the auditors responded to this key audit matter paragraph are also mentioned here. So I can give you an example. As you can see here, one of the key audit matter they have mentioned is impairment and impairment reversal of the UK store assets. So here they have mentioned the details about the impairment, like on this date we impaired for 3.37 million pounds of impairment. Sorry, that was the asset, and there was an impairment that was charged with respect to 661 in 2021, and around 6.9 million impairment was reversed, right? So 6 impairment was reversed. 63.4 million was reversed, making it 6. So 63. So an impairment of 63.4 million have been reversed, making it to 6.9 million, right? So that's what they have mentioned about here. So they are explaining the numbers, like what is the impairment that have been reversed and why it is a concern. So if you look at here, they have mentioned that impairment reversals, what is the process they have followed. If you read this very clearly, you could have see what is the process they have followed. What are the assumptions that they take up? Future revenue growth, changes in the long term, discount rates, because of which 63 million we reversed it in the current financial statement. So 63 million is a significant amount. Now auditor, and it's an impairment reversal. Generally impairment reversals are very rare. So when it comes to impairment reversal, we need to look at the accounting entry, see how, look at the future revenue growth prospects, see the assumptions taken by the management, review the assumptions, go through all the evidences. They would have multiple rounds of discussions with the partner. Only then they would have, come to this conclusion. So because of that, this particular impairment and impairment reversal is a key audit matter. And they are also talking about, how the auditor evaluated this, what all procedures did they do. So they said that they obtained an understanding of relevant controls regarding to impairment process. They challenged the management's range of impairment and profitability impact, like how they can say that, you know what, the stores could be profitable in future. They assess the machinery's accuracy and impairment models as well. So all of the procedures they did to come to the conclusion, they reviewed, and then they said that we satisfied the judgments applied, and the reversal records are appropriate within the necessary standards. So what are the procedures they have done? How did they come to the conclusion that 63.5 million reversal is okay, is what we mentioned here. So this is what exactly a key audit matter would be looking like. And likewise, there are additional key audit matters that they mention. For example, accounting for UK stores, some accounting related to those items are also mentioned. Inventory provisions had also certain issues that they wanted to highlight, etc. So all those key audit matters, they have summarized it descriptively, and all those things they have mentioned it here, etc. And there are other paragraphs in continuity of what are the what are the audit reports which they are forming an opinion about, etc. All are mentioned over here. And they also mentioning about other information. So another information are those informations which comes along with the financial statements. So this I have opened is a annual report of a company. I can attach it into the app. You can take a look at it. In this various various informations have been given. So all other information what they have mentioned, and they have bolded here saying that we have nothing to report, and they are mentioning about the responsibilities and all those things. And ultimately last page there will be details of who is signing the audit report, on who is the auditor and who is the audit report, who is signing the audit report, etc. So it's Richard Mushfamp signing on behalf of Deloitte as a statutory auditor. So this is how the audit report comes into the framework.